Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to share a quick update on how my zero stash journey is going, as well as my current journal setup. So the last time I shared my journal on my channel, I was using a pocket moleskin notebook, which I have right here. And I finished it in the middle of February, and I actually really enjoyed the size. I forgot how much I love this pocket size. It feels nice and comfortable. But now I'm using a passport-sized traveler's notebook for my journal, and so far I've finished 2 inserts. So this was the first one I filled up, and it only took me a couple of weeks in this one. And then this one was my previous art journal that I turned into a regular journal, and I zipped through this one very quickly too. And here is my current passport insert that I'm using. These inserts came in a set of 3 from a traveler's notebook that I bought on AliExpress. I had a lot of inserts that I got for free when I would buy a traveler's notebook, and I ended up destashing a lot of them, but I did keep these 3 because I really like the cover designs on them. So once I finish this insert, I'm going to be using this one. And I've been finishing journals very quickly lately because I've been doing a lot of reflecting and healing and just examining myself and what I really want out of life. Part of simplifying my life has been cutting back on my social media, which does make me a little sad because I've made a lot of really lovely notebook friends on Instagram. I'm still trying to keep up with their content and staying in touch with them, but for the most part, I have been spending a lot of time looking inward and just focusing on myself, and it has been really good for me. I definitely feel a lot lighter and less overwhelmed, and I find myself suddenly having a lot more time and energy to do things, which is really weird. I never really realized how much energy social media took out of me, but now that I've been scaling back my phone usage, I've been getting a lot more things done, and I've just been feeling a lot more lighter and really good mentally. So I'm not leaving Instagram yet completely, but I definitely want to scale back and try to figure out what the best balance is for me as far as being able to make content for social media without going insane. All that being said, I've finished 3 notebooks this year so far. So in my first blank notebooks video, I mentioned that I had 76 blank notebooks, and now that I've finished 3, I'm down to 73. So that is super exciting, and I feel really good about my progress. These are very thin inserts, so it's only natural that I would go through these fast. But once I move on to my thicker notebooks, it's going to take me a lot longer to fill them up. But for now, I'm just enjoying how fast my progress feels. It's kind of like the snowball method, where you start with the smallest ones and then you move up to the bigger ones that take longer. I also want to share my empties so far. If you were following my Project Pan series last year, you would know that I have been trying to pan this sticker book, and I didn't finish it last year. I was trying really hard, but I couldn't make it. But check it out! I've finished every single page. I've ripped out all of the sheets that I used up, and it's completely done. This feels so good. This is a huge win to me, and I feel like a great burden has been lifted off my shoulders. I know that sounds silly, but that's how I feel. It just feels really good to be able to finish this, and it definitely keeps me motivated, and now I know that I can go through the rest of my stash, knowing that I was able to get through this one. I also have a lot more stickers in here as well. I have a couple of combo tapes. I'm actually rationing the last 2 that I have and using my glue sticks instead, just to minimize my stationery purchases. Even though using up my stash has been going well this year, my low buy not so much, because I ended up ordering a Lacao cover last month simply because I found out that they were closing. It does make me very sad because I've been following the Facebook group for a really long time now, and Diamond, the owner, has always been such a lovely person to everybody in the group, and I've always wanted to buy a cover for him, but I kept putting it off, and now he's closing down. So I felt like this was my last chance to get a Lacao cover, so I just went ahead and did it. So I am at peace with my purchase, but that does technically break my no buy until July, so I do feel a little guilt about it. At the same time, I never regret supporting a small business, especially in the planner community. I feel like the planner community is this really tight-knit group where everybody knows everybody, or at least you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, right? And it's filled with so many small businesses that are really just fellow stationery lovers, and they're just following their passions and creating things that we all love. So even though I'm trying to be more mindful with my buying, I would never judge anybody else for participating in buying things from the planner community, because we love stationery, and that's part of being in the community, is helping each other and supporting each other in whatever way we can. Speaking of cover though, this is my current journal setup. I know I'm jumping around this video a bit, I apologize, but I am using the Travelers Company Traveler's Notebook in the brown color. So I did buy this pre-loved on Mercari a long time ago, and I just have it decorated with some beads from Walmart. And then over here in the front, I have a charm from Summer Wind Art, and then a magnetic clip from AliExpress. And then I have this moon charm here that I made. I bought the charm on AliExpress as well, and then I used my jewelry kit to make this charm. And then on the inside, I haven't changed my inserts since my last Passport Traveler's Notebook setup. I have this PVC insert here with some personal deco that I haven't changed in forever. And then in the back, I have my craft folder here with random stickers that I want to use, a paper guide, and my rulers, and then my journal in between. So that's it really. Nothing too different from my previous setup, but I really like it. And I really like this color scheme, the dark brown with the pops of blue. I've realized lately that I really like neutral letters and just use accessories as pops of color as opposed to a bright blue letter, for example. I always end up hating letters that are too bright, and then I have to destash them and take my time posting pictures and listing, and that was a huge revelation for me, that if I impulse buy a leather cover and then end up hating it, it's gonna take a lot of time for me to be able to destash it. So I would just rather not go through all of that effort. And it saves me money and space too. And then one last thing that I wanted to share real quick is my Superior Labor pen roll. So this was sitting in my closet for a really long time and I wasn't using it, but I decided to finally break it out again. And check out the patina on the strap here. It's gotten really dark compared to the rest of the leather, which is just so beautiful. And this leather still smells amazing to me, and it still has that lovely squeak too. So on the inside, here's where I'm keeping my journaling supplies. So I'm trying to unofficially pan this pen. This is the Pilot G2 0.7mm tip, and I'm pretty far along in it, so I should be able to finish this soon. I also have my other Pilot G2 pens here in the purple and blue, also trying to use this up this year. And then I have my two zebra brush pens. So this is the extra fine, I think, and then this is the fine. I'm just trying to go through my pen stash because these have been sitting in my box for a really long time and I just never used them. So this year I'm making a commitment to use more of my supplies. So I'm also using my mild liners for my journal, and I use this for my date headers. So something like this, and that looks really lovely. So I use the mild liner to make this line, and then I use my zebra brush pen for the date. So that's just been a really fun way to make journaling fun for me as well. And then here in this pocket, I just keep this random Zebra Sarasa gel pen too. And then I use this ruler to make lines in my journal. And I also keep some random ephemera in here that I don't want to lose. And that's it really. So I'm really glad that I'm using my pen roll again because I wasn't using it for a really long time. So that is it for my quick journal update. I know this one was all over the place, I'm sorry. I had to film this again a second time because the first time my mic was glitching out and the audio sounded horrible. I got a new phone recently, so I'm still trying to figure out how to make this work with my mic. So if I sound a little frazzled in this video, it's because I am just upset that I have to do this again. But that's it for me. If you finish any notebooks this year, I would love to hear about them. If you're going on your own zero stash journey, it's been really encouraging seeing everybody's comments and support. So I really appreciate you all following me along in this series. And I will be back with another update once I have something big to share with you again. So that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. This is Baba Notes, and I will see you next time. Bye!